Hello friends, operator Starsky with a daily update from Kyiv, Ukraine. Today is day 492 of the terrorist Russian invasion, and the General Staff of Ukraine reports elimination of approximately 560 Russian invaders in the past 24 hours, as well as 3 tanks, 6 armored vehicles, 14 artillery systems and MLRS. You probably remember what Prigozhin said about the Russian losses when he debunked the Russian propaganda and basically confirmed the legitimacy of Ukrainian reports. It always surprised me though how the Russians can afford losing 500-600 men per day, and it's while invading another country, not protecting their own. Anyway, yesterday the Russian liars gathered the UN Security Council to nag about not being able to eliminate the Ukrainian nation because the rest of the world helps it defend itself. I bet the Russian invaders find this fact highly insulting because they can lose the war. I mean, the biggest country in the world that has smaller annual GDP than taxes, 40 times smaller than all the supporters of Ukraine combined, of course they will lose the war. Russian General Surovikin, known for bombing civilians in Syria and later the Ukrainian infrastructure, and later for giving up Kherson, allegedly got detained by the Russian FSB. It was reported that Surovikin was delivered to the prison in Lefortovo and interrogated. Nothing was heard of him for almost a week. And the reason he got interrogated was because the dude worked for Wagner. You probably remember Prigozhin's hysteria after Surovikin got removed during the siege of Bakhmut, and the Wagnerites stopped receiving necessary supplies, so I think there's some truth to that. The Russian strike on civilians in Kramatorsk attracted a lot of international attention. That's why, in order to justify their war crime, the Russian fascists used a high-ranked bullshitter, namely Sergei Lavrov, aka Depressive Horse, aka we didn't invade Ukraine, and this individual came up with another fantastic lie about several NATO generals that were killed as a result of the strike. And of course, we will never know the names of those courageous heroes, except of course the immortal Budanov and Zaluzhny, who just keep returning from the other world because the death has no power over those men whatsoever. Exactly 1 year ago, Special Forces of Ukraine liberated the Snake Island after numerous strikes conducted on the Russian troops and their vessels. The Ukrainian defenders took control over the Snake Island and installed the Ukrainian flag. The Russian propagandists traditionally lied about striking the island and killing 10,000 soldiers, a Death Star and Pinocchio. But the truth is, the sunken Russian flagship Moskva and its crew were the only dead you could find in the area that day. My name is Operator Starsky. As always, be safe.